Hello, welcome to the Daily Squeeze Take 67, How to Ease Through the Holidays. So, hello buddy. Hi. He's been outside playing for forever. Today's topic is more along the lines of what I've already been talking about the last few days. So, the week is about the holidays, and I've talked about, eating through the holidays, making sure you're drinking enough water, choosing good swaps for food, even cooking your own food. But a way to ease through it on a bit of a personal note is sometimes you just have a seat. Sorry, buddy, lay down. Good boy, good lay down. I just don't want him jumping on the couch because he's got wet paws. Mean mommy. I guess all mommies get like that sometimes. I'll just get him with a towel in a little while. But to ease into the holidays, I think there is three things that we can really focus on. So if you sometimes feel frustrated, overwhelmed, and really anxious about the holidays, very anxious person, I like the saying, when you are anxious, you're living in the future. When you're depressed, you're living in the past. And when you're kind of happy and content, you're living in the now. So that really resonates with me. And I find it to be really true. And I have to remind myself of that definition and that kind of saying a bit, especially when I get anxious. And the holidays is something that I have already been quite anxious about. So I've told you all many times, I've told you that we're going overseas for the holidays. We have a round the world ticket. Going to Rochester, New York first, where I'm from, for a lovely wedding, a winter wonderland wedding. And then we're going to head to New York and then pop over to Germany on our way home before we come back. So family for me in the States, family for Mark in Germany, and I might even get to see one of my cousins in Germany. We'll see. We're all quite spread out. So it can bring up a lot of anxiety or nerves or not knowing. So the not knowing is part of it. If you get nervous about not having stuff planned and not that overwhelm of what do you have to do to make sure that you're participating or are included or everything is going right, I guess. If you're someone who really dwells on what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, but ultimately it's based on a group of people all coming together and doing that thing, a big thing to help us through the holidays, to fight these anxious thoughts, is to let go of perfectionism. Let go of perfectionism. We can only do what we can do, but if we are so wrapped up in the planning, preparing, prepping, making sure it all goes this way, when it's happening, we're so focused on the details that we forget to focus on the people. So, one big tip for today, I guess there's 3 tips and tricks for today. The first one is to let go of that perfectionism. It's really important to kind of embrace the holidays as they come and as they go. And I say this because when we get overwhelmed with stuff and we keep thinking about it, for instance, my holiday, for a year and a half, I've been telling family I will be home at this time. So Christmas 2018, New Year's 2018-19. And I'll be in New York. And then some plans kind of changed. Some people wanted to do different things, which is fine. They can do whatever they need to do that serves them. I'm going to stick to my plan. It's how I sold my partner on bringing me home. So, if we already have 5 days of travel mixed into this 4.5 week time slot we have. We don't want to be spending extra days when we're home in New York traveling to see people. And I know that can come off as quite selfish, but traveling is exhausting, let's be honest. So if you're traveling, if you're planning stuff, if you're having people over, it is all overwhelming, especially at Christmas, because everyone has these high expectations when the reality is we don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen, Kelly. See who I'm talking to today? Letting go of perfectionism is how we can kind of let ourselves ease up on the anxiety. Knowing what's going to happen, having a broad plan is perfect. I think our second tip or trick of the day is planning stuff. Like, you don't want to go in with nothing planned, or else that in itself can be a bit of a plan for disaster, I guess. So letting go of perfectionism. And good morning, Margaret. How are you? Love you. Happy holidays. It's what we're talking about this week. I also want to get to the third tip or trick for today. So if you are having things, if you're planning to do things with family and friends, and you are planning your festive celebrations either at your house or at somewhere. Sorry, I had a text message came up and it was completely distracting and I shouldn't have read any of it, but at first I didn't know who it was, and now I'm completely on board with it. It is Thursday morning. It's about 9 o'clock, and I have already done so much stuff and things and stuff and anxious already. I'm going to go get my hair done. That's why it's all this different way today. And just chill the F out today, because that's what I need. However, don't set yourself up for failure. So that's the third tip or trick. The holiday seasons are busy, they're overwhelming, they can be frustrating even, because if you plan something, not everyone wants to do it, and everyone will put their 2 cents in. Not everyone will actually do the stuff that they want to do or plan for and, deliver on what they say. So it can be very, frustrating, overwhelming, anxious. Don't set yourself up for failure, meaning don't put all your eggs in one basket and put too much stuff on yourself. Ask for help. I was just listening to a live this morning, and Beck was saying, it's really important to ask for help this time of year. And she said something to the effect of, if you ask, people will generally not say no. And I was just like, right on, sister, right on. So true. Listen to what's going on. Like, I love listening to other people and what they have to say, especially around this stuff for holidays, because I know it's a time that I do get anxious. And that's why I'm talking about the self-care, like my blog this week. I'm there. It's Thursday. Coffee time, hair time. I'm just looking at my notes, sorry. Beck had a lovely live about the holidays. Some stuff I've already covered off this week, and some stuff I just think asking for help. So letting go of the perfectionism yourself, asking for help, asking people to pitch in. It's okay. And people like to feel needed and worthy, and, that they can be responsible for something else, that they're helping you. It's that time of year of giving. So allow people to give to you by asking what you want. Listen to, I always say everything stems from your gut. So if you're tense and stuff, your gut is tense. If something isn't, that you're talking about doing or seeing or event you're going to and it's not sitting right with you and you're getting really tense in your gut. Have a think about it. Decide, do you want to go and skip out early? Do you want, not skip out early, but you know what I mean. Go and leave early. Make it sound a little bit nicer, I guess. A little bit more positive. You can commit to events. You don't have to commit to the whole thing, and make sure you commit to some you time. I'm nervous about having me time because Mark and I are traveling, so we're going to be like this. We're already like this in the house because that's just the way our routine has been for the last umpteen months. There's an airplane going over. I don't know if you can hear it, but what is something that you're grateful for? I'm really grateful that I get to do these lives because saying all this stuff out loud really helps me to put in place plans to let go of the perfectionism and not to set myself up for failure. This trip I'm taking, it impacts so many people that I haven't actually reached out to everyone individually to say, hey, when are we doing this? When are we doing this? When can you do this? Because once I get there, I don't know what's going to go on. So I don't plan every minute of every day. I don't know if Mark and I are going to get sick. I don't know if we're going to have enough warm clothes. I don't know if we're going to need to do shopping. I need to let it all go. I think I've been doing a good job of it. I have broad plans of hopefully seeing everyone that I want to see. I know I'm not going to already. I'm coming to terms with that. Just means another trip home, preferably in the summer, so I don't have to go shopping for it. And then not setting myself up for failure. I'm not going to tell people that I can be here and here and here and here and here and do this and go there and do this because I can't do it all. So make sure that you really focus on, good morning, Tamara, how are you? Good to see you. Make sure for the holidays that you focus on doing everything you want to do, everything you can do, but also doing the things for you that you need to do. So with that said, I'm going to love you and leave you. The 3 main tips and tricks today, again, letting go of that perfectionism, planning what you're going to do. So I'm a big believer, I'm a big advocate for planning. Plan, believe, do, achieve. Believing in yourself is such a big, important aspect of it as well. So make sure you have a broad plan. If you plan down to the details, you focus on the details, you forget about being in the minute. So let go of that perfectionism. Make sure you spend moments with people, and don't set yourself up for failure. So don't try and do everything. Don't try and be the Christmas hero. Just be you. Enjoy it. Have fun. And I will be back on tomorrow to talk more fun stuff about the holidays. Right now, it's time to go get my hair done. I'm taking one out of Tamara's book because she just went and had her hair done and it looked lovely. So I've had this booked in for a week and it's time to go get pretty. All right. Have a great day, and I'll be back again, like I said, to talk to you more about the holidays tomorrow. I'm Kelly Drobeck. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you for joining, and like, share, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.